Hi, guys. So, today is definitely some type of day for me. Guys, my whole life, I'm 49 years old, and my whole life I have been nothing but a target for the world. And I've just had it. I am an awakened soul. The universe has been speaking to me more and more clearly, more and more constant, and I've been noticing it. And for a while, I didn't know what it meant. All the numbers I keep seeing, all the signs I keep seeing, my readings that I listen to are just on point. Exactly what's been going on in my life, exactly what people are doing, whether it be through so called friends, which I don't even have anymore. I am completely alone. Past relationships that were fake. My whole life, I've been nothing but cheated on, betrayed, deceived, lied to, emotionally manipulated, gaslit, sleep deprived. I always fell into addictions because I just wanted to feel better. I just wanted to feel some type of happiness because of how people always treated me. Essentially, I have been alone my entire life. My daughter was ripped out of my life because I was an addict, and I had to leave her when she was 5 years old, to try to get my life together, which I started doing. And then I met my ex, and she destroyed my life all over again. I ended up getting put in jail for 7 months between two different jails in two different counties. Almost a third jail because I had a DUI that was waiting for me too, that lapsed because I couldn't go to court because I was out there in jail because of her. I've been slandered, nonstop slandered. People have tried to destroy my reputation. They say hurt people, but my entire life I have been nothing but hurt, and here I am, I still love. Authentically. It is not a game, it is not an illusion, it's not a trick, it's not an act. I love. And I'm alone. Because I'm not fake, because I'm not part of the system. I never conformed. Because I don't hide darkness in my back pocket. I'm not out here living in lust and greed and envy or jealousy, hatred, wanting to ruin and destroy others and steal from them and manipulate them for my own game. That's not me. That is not who I am. That is not a part of my DNA. I am real. I am authentic. I am one of a kind. There has been massive, massive secrets within my family which have been against me for a very long time. I have been costed friendships, relationships, jobs. My finances were always messed with. I've always been just either with nothing or just barely scraping by week to week. You know, you get paid on Thursday or Friday, and then by the time the end of Sunday comes, you're broke again, and you gotta wait till the end of the week for the next check, which is just enough to get through another weekend. All you do is work, 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 work. You can't enjoy life. All you're doing is helping make some company richer and richer while they pay you with peanuts. And it's not even a big bag of peanuts, guys. It's one of them little airplane-sized packages with like 3 peanuts inside. And maybe a shell if you get a bonus. And what good is that shell? You just got to throw it in the trash anyway. I'm speaking in metaphors right now. If y'all don't know how to understand them, that's not my problem. I apologize. But this is how I see my way through life. How I've had to navigate through my life is by listening to my intuition. By listening to the Most High Creator, the universe, which is the only one that has had my back this entire time. But it's come the time now where I deserve my justice. Justice for all of those that have come against me. There has been something going on at my job, some huge secret. I've been having false accusations thrown on me. I've had to speak to HR, okay, because somebody claimed false accusations saying I'm inappropriate. When the truth is, what's really been going on is some lust, dark, secret stuff going on behind the scenes while on the clock, okay, which pertains to others. And because I pick up on these things, because I see the signs, I hear certain phrases, I watch behaviors. And because I know these things, because I'm aware, I am hyper aware, and I see these things, people want me gone so that they can continue doing their darkness and get away with it. They don't want me to ruin it. And this is exactly why my ex put me through jail too. She did it to silence me because I always knew when she was cheating on me. I always knew she was lying. She would tell me that she hated how my mind worked because I know the truth. That is all I care about, is the truth. I don't bullshit. They have been planning something against me at my job, okay? And there's this one coworker there specifically that's really been targeting me openly. He goes into his little narcissistic rage fits, starts attacking, yelling and screaming, doing things like violently, you know what I mean? I was a forklift operator in logistics and shipping. This guy would come around acting like I had put something in his way when I'm just doing my daily work routine. And he'd come and he'd start, last night, for example, he comes over because he's used to me snapping back at him. The time before last night, I let him have it. I went at him. I didn't get violent. I didn't get physical, but I put him in his place, and I was willing to get physical if that's what it came to, but it didn't. And he's been behaving bizarrely well since then, but then suddenly last night, he comes out of nowhere 5 minutes before break time, and he grabs, the pallets that I had put over there with the product on them, and he starts violently moving them around, pushing them in front of my forklift, smashes into my forklift with them, breaks the bottom bags of feed on the pallets. It spills all over the floor. He hit me so hard my forklift slid over. Do you know how heavy those forklifts are? They are counterweighted. Those things can easily kill somebody. They're so heavy. Well, he was trying to get me to react. He was trying to get me to snap because they've been trying to get rid of me. They've been looking for a reason. I didn't react. Guys, I laughed. I thought it was funny because it's so petty. The behavior, the childish, narcissistic, childish behavior. It is so petty. People need to grow up. But I laughed. After he purposely crashed into me. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you, man. Yeah, I know. Guys, I worked my shift last night. I kept quiet and minded my own business as always. I finished up my duties, and an hour, like maybe an hour, hour and a half before the end of the shift, my intuition told me, finally, it's time to go. Because I have been getting all the signs. I've been seeing what they've been planning. They've been shifting things around behind the scenes. I've been hearing phrases being said. I've been noticing people talking about me behind my back. When I walk in, the room goes quiet. I know shit. You know? I know what was going on in the main office between the manager and the young, pretty females that he hires. Yeah, one of them trying to claim false accusations against me because I know what's going on. You're saying I'm the inappropriate one, but y'all are in there doing what you're doing, trying to hide it. But I know. And then suddenly, how come I was the only one that's been locked out of the main office? I couldn't get in. Everyone else can go in, but I've been locked out. Because they know I know. It's time I finish my book. And I'm going to grind my ass off to get it finished this weekend. I'm going to be writing tonight too. I have another chapter to add, but after that, it's the end. You know, all the secrets that have been being kept from me. So many people are involved. So many people know. Everybody but me. But it's only my intuition that tells me these things. I know things are being kept from me. Okay? I know my future has been being, kept held back, controlled. Guys, I've never had anything. My life's never truly been happy. I don't have anything. I don't have my own home. I don't even have my own furniture. I need a new vehicle because mine's got so many miles on it. I don't know how much longer it's going to last. But, when you have so much experience in life and you're such a great worker, guys, I'm so talented. There is nothing I cannot do. Okay? I can't say nothing. I mean, I don't have like doctoral experience or law, like lawyer and stuff like that, but, a lot of those jobs, they got the paper ceiling going on, you need some type of certification. You had to go to college and spend tens of thousands or $100,000 for fucking schooling. And, if you didn't pay into the system to get that schooling, you're not going to get that job. And then quite often, some people do that and they don't even get those jobs. So either they're in student loan debt, and they don't even get those jobs that they were aiming for. It's just how broken the system is. We are kept so held back and stuck. The very word govern means to control, suppress, hold back. To keep us from meeting our fullest potential. That's what the word govern means. It's a fact. And this has been my life. My entire life has been governed, as many of y'all life has been too. I see all the videos on here of everyone struggling through life. We don't get paid enough. We work these jobs, making these companies richer and richer. They have these tyrannical point systems for attendance set in place, okay? You'll be allowed up to 7 points before they get rid of you. But, you could miss one day. Maybe you have one unexcused absence, and they give you 3 points. 3 points. Or if you have to leave early one night, okay? Or if you have an emergency, maybe you get 3 points. If you're sick and you have a doctor's note, you still get a 0.5 point. Tell me that's not tyrannical. I was at 6.5 points. I still had 14 hours of paid time off left. They wouldn't let me take a day off. Last Friday I went in. I couldn't fall asleep the night before. Guys, I was so tired and dizzy that I was not operating in safe conditions. And I operate forklift. I needed to not be there, but they told me I couldn't leave. They told me if I needed to go home, even though I had the paid time off, I would still get a half a point. Yeah, just so they can me. Because I know facts, because I know the truth. I am gifted. I'm tired of people spying on me and listening to everything I say. I notice that too. Everywhere I go, I always turn around and there's always people over there listening to what I have to say. They're fucking spies. They're agents of darkness, and I'm sick of this. Guys, the light is going to prevail. The light will win. This darkness is going to go down. This whole corrupt, evil system we live in, this matrix, I've had it. I've had enough. This is disgusting. You know, all these years, we've been slaves on this earth. Getting paid just barely enough to... You're not even scraping by. You know, you can go out and buy yourself some clothes, some new shoes. You know, take yourself out to lunch or dinner once in a while. You know, but you don't have enough to be like a provider in a relationship. You don't have enough to go out and get yourself a new vehicle or get your own home. I've been stuck living at my family's house now ever since I had to leave my daughter. She was 5 years old. She's 14 now. Do you know the pain that I live with inside? She was ripped out of my life. Thanks to my ex. And also, my mother plays a hand in it too. And God knows who else. Because I'm such a bad person. But the fact of the matter is, guys, I am nothing but love. I'm the most kind, generous, loving man you will ever meet. But I've been used, taken advantage of, and walked all over. I've been emotionally abused. You name it. And here I stand. I still love. They say hurt people, but I don't go hurt people. Because that's not who I am. People don't deserve to be hurt. We are on this earth to love. Love is the highest vibration. Love is the most powerful vibration. And that is exactly who I am. I don't know exactly how this is going to play out for me right now. Okay? The only faith I have in is the universe right now. God. I don't. All I can do is I got to focus and get this book done and get it out. Put it out. And I have a lot of other stuff that I could talk about too and write about as well. And actually, I do best when I'm writing because I could actually sit there and focus and think. I could word things better. It's a little bit more difficult for me sitting here on camera like this and doing it, you know, like immediately, you know, like in the moment. Because sometimes I may miss certain things, leave certain things out, or, you know, not explain them properly because I just, you know, being in the moment like this, it's almost kind of like a, you know, a little bit of pressure. You know, you're trying to get it out right then and there, but it doesn't always work out the way you need it to. You sit there and you write, and you could think, and you could word things a whole lot better. And that is why I've been working on my book, and I'm going to get it done now. Now I have the time to do it, and now I even have the time to make more content on here too, because I haven't been able to do much. My channel on here only has a little over 100 subscribers. I would love to be monetized. Guys, I'm not, all my life I've always felt like, guys, I've never made it more like far past a year at any job in my entire life. I've always felt so deeply inside that I'm just not meant for it. Like, I'm just not meant for that. I'm not meant to be some slave of the system. Nobody is. They're tyrants. They're greedy. They're controlling. They're selfish. They don't care about anybody else but themselves. They just want you to help get them richer. They don't give two shits about what happens to you or how your life is or how you may be feeling inside about it. What you need in your life to be happy and to thrive, they don't care. And this is everywhere. Because it's been every job I've ever worked at. And these pay rates are disgusting to me. These little $20 an hour jobs. My job that I just walked away from, by now they could have, I've spent about 9 months there, okay? They should have advanced me already. They should have cross-trained me in other positions already so that I can get raises. They talked about it, but they never did it. And I kept bringing it up. Okay? I used to be a Class A truck driver. They wouldn't even allow me to drive the jockey truck in the yard to move trailers around. They would not allow me to do anything else so that I could earn more money, a higher hourly rate. They just would not let me. I told them from the gate, when I started there, I said, I will retire out of here, but I'm not going to stay stuck in one spot. I'm not going to stay stuck in one pay rate. I refuse. I need to advance. I need to grow. But clearly, they weren't going to do that for me. Clearly, they wanted to do exactly what I didn't want to do. They wanted to keep me stuck. Just like my whole damn life has been stuck. And I'm sick of it. Why work some job just to scrape by every week and never get anywhere? What is the point? Why work at all then? You know, the cost of living is just rising and rising. Everything's getting more and more expensive. Gas for your car, everything, guys. Groceries, it's disgusting. Not to mention the food's tampered with. It's poisoned. It's got all kinds of toxic chemicals in it. It doesn't have any taste anymore. The fruit is mass produced. You can cut into a strawberry and it's completely white on the inside and bright red on the outside. Which says to me they're putting like a red dye on it just to make it look nice, fat, and juicy. And then you bite into it, and it's like pure white on the inside, and just tastes like water. No flavor at all. You know, all this crap that we're fed. You know, the drinks, the food, and it's like, you know, just I have constant gas all the time. Guys, I mean, I could easily enter a flatulence competition and win if they had one. Oh, but you know what, guys, right now, I mean, at this current point in time, I actually feel free. I do. I'm sitting out here in nature and I'm doing this video and it's a beautiful day out, knowing that I don't have to be a slave and go punch the time clock and be stuck there till late at night just to wait for the next small paycheck at the end of the week, to never get anywhere in life. If I'm never going to get anywhere in life, I'd much rather never get anywhere in life and be as I am right now than to keep slaving away for some company helping get them richer and richer while I'll never make it. That just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. We've been conditioned all of our lives to think that that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we need to do. Okay? But what it really comes down to the fact that all we've been all this time were low paid slaves. Low paid slaves. Excuse me for that. I apologize. You know, because of who I am, okay, because of the high vibration, the love vibration I am, because of how confident I am, how strong of a person I am, not only in spirit but also physically. Okay, I'm very muscular, I'm ripped, I'm in very good shape, I am healthy. People don't like me. I haven't been able to get a relationship. I can't even get a date. This has been going on for years. Okay? I am not unattractive. I know that. But I'm also not egotistical. I'm not stuck up. I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm the greatest thing ever. Oh, I'm so hot. I can get any girl I want. No, that's not me. That is not me. I am high value. I know I am. And I know my worth. But I haven't been being given it. Because all these demons running around, they absolutely hate when you love yourself, when you know your worth, when you're confident. They hate that because they want you to be beat down, bashed, bruised, and battered. They want to be able to control you and manipulate you, to be able to do things and to get you to react in a negative way so that they could ruin your reputation, cause things to be on your record that truly doesn't deserve to be there, which I have, thanks to that ex-demon of mine. You know, this is ridiculous. Like, people are involved in these cults and these covens, and they group up, and you have entire groups, so many people rallied up to come against you. One man. I am one man against the world. And guys, I didn't choose this. I didn't ask for it. I have been thrown into damn Hunger Games without my knowing. And I've had to figure it out on my own. And the only one that's helping me is the Creator. That's it. So wherever He leads me from this point forward, I accept it. I'm not letting people tell me what I need to do anymore. People misguide you. People cause problems. People lead you down the wrong paths. You know, a lot of you guys out there got these huge, massive friend groups, and it's like, I'm willing to bet that you have a lot of drama in your life, don't you? I'm willing to bet that there's always some chaos going on, you know? Like, there's always just problems, fights, manipulation. You know, people stabbing each other in the back all the time, talking trash. You know, if you got some beautiful girlfriend, you know, your boy over there is banging her in the freaking behind your back, or, you know, she's running around banging your family members or your friends. And, you know, it's disgusting, the things going on out here. And, you know, when it comes to these employment establishments, okay, these higher men in higher up positions use their title to get into the young, cute girls' pants on the clock. You know, this stuff's all being kept secret. I know these things because I've lived them. I've seen them. I've went through them. I did not participate in them. But I could tell you right now, my ex, for example, she was involved in it with her boss, her rich boss. See, the high status. And they run after this. And they're so quick to pull their pants off. In the workplace, guys, on the clock. And I truly believe this was going on where I was just working too. And it's why they wanted to get rid of me. I am an earth angel energy. This is why I've been so attacked. I am not a demon. I am not one of them. That is why they hate me. That is why they targeted me. That is why they want me gone. I've had attempts on my life taken too. Several times. In secret, but I figured it out. I figured it out. This was even going on at home. But I figured it out. And here I am still. You know why I figured it out, guys? Always. My intuition. God. The universe. Whoever, you deem for yourselves to be your one of worship. But I'm going to cut this off for now, and I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day, do some thinking, and later on I'm going to get back onto my book, and also all weekend, and hopefully I can get it done so that I can complete it and put it out. You know what I mean by that? It's going on the market. The world's going to know the truth. And for any of y'all that have lived a life like I have, you should do the same. Speak about it on here, on your channel. But putting it in writing and getting it out to the world too is a very good decision. I mean, look at the Bible, all those things that happened, that was put into writing. And it is very well known. And the way I see it is, when I've read the Bible, it's almost like so many parts of the Bible has literally been my life playing out in real time. You can't make this shit up. Y'all have a great rest of your day. God bless you guys.